Welcome back to another Legend 3245 video where we are back with another Seattle franchise mode episode. You're gonna want to see this episode as usual because it is regular season time with the best expansion franchise of all time. Better than Vegas, better than any other one. This is arguably the best expansion team of all time. Alright, so as usual, I'm just putting up the links right now for people to hop in and enjoy. If not, it's okay. But let's see if we can get some viewers for the stream. If not, it's okay. I doubt there will be, but always worth a shot. Okay. I see one viewer. Slim, I'm guessing. You probably have both of the screens on. You guys can watch Data stream first, then watch mine later. Because I plan to stream for another hour. Actually, 54 minutes, because I started a bit late, and my parents want me up by 10:30. But anyway, let's start off the season. We're all the way in 2034. Let's just kick it, and let's just get it running. Get it running with. But wait, can I see if my scouting is done? If I assigned all my scouts and stuff like that? I did. Perfect. Alright, so let's just sim through the season up till February, and that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. Nice little short episode compared to the 3-hour and 2-hour buster, like 2-hour buffer, and 2-hour long streams that we had a couple of weeks ago. So the first team I want to see is Toronto. Lots of playoff history between Seattle and Toronto. As of late, the rivalry has cooled off a little bit, but it's always nice to see a team you've had a rivalry with. View last draft class. We win 4-2 versus Vegas, 4-3 loss versus Columbus, 6-2 loss versus New York. Okay. Last season also, we started off a bit weaker than we would like. I'm gonna be just persuading these players. Gotta disagree, man. Sorry, bud. But you snooze, you lose. Hordichuk, I'll persuade you, yeah, he's a team player. He knows where to play. 5-3 win versus San Jose, 5-4 shootout loss versus Florida, 3-2 shootout loss versus Chicago. And here we are versus Toronto, a very weak team. First period, second period, we actually lose versus Toronto out of all teams. Now that is a bit concerning. If we sim past a little bit, Anaheim got some good playoff history with them too. If we continue to lose, then I might consider making some drastic changes. 4-2 win versus Carolina. And then a 5-3 loss versus Buffalo. Now we're facing Anaheim, sorry. They're 9-2-1. It would be great if we can win. Oh wow, we shut them out 2-0. Now that's a type of team spirit I like to see. Okay, that gives me some more hope. Let's go see Edmonton. The minute I see a bad losing streak, I will make some drastic changes because we need victories. There we go. Boys are starting to wake up a little bit. Huge game versus the Oilers right now. Bit of playoff history versus them too, and we just collapse and we collapse and we collapse. 6-3 loss versus them. They're a good team, so I don't mind. LA, some playoff history between them too. They are a good team. Definitely not as good as last year, I would imagine, but still really good. So we gotta start piling on the victories. Come on, 6-11-1 team, yes, 4-0 shutout. Arizona, we lose. We are not doing well. Mon ami, we're not really doing that great. We really aren't doing great. We're losing a ton. We're not playing as best as we can. The boys need a little bit of a pep talk because currently it's not working out. Big win versus LA though. That's a huge victory to get us back on track. We currently occupy the wildcard spot with LA. Colorado, some rich playoff history there too. Hordichuk is sorry for how he's playing out there. Again, always give them confidence. Always. We're encouraging them. Yeah. Pittsburgh, 3-2 loss, and now we're facing one of the best teams in the entire NHL, 16-5-1 Colorado. We win it 3-2. Okay. Wow, that is a huge, huge victory there. Can we follow it up with another huge victory versus Calgary? Let us see. First period 1-1, second period 2-2, third period 3-3, and we lose in the OT. Classic. Okay. Gotta say, season is not going great. There's plenty of good teams. This 500 record just isn't enough to make playoffs anymore. We got a win versus Dallas here. 2-1, 3-2, 4-3, good victory. Nice little change. We're starting to get a little bit better, but I want to be better than what we are doing right now. Islanders are a great team. Lee Krause is the one that leads them to the playoffs. 2-0 win versus Detroit. Follow that up with a 5-2 loss versus Winnipeg. 7-6 win versus the Wild. Now facing Islanders with 19 wins. This is a huge game, and we take it 4-1. Let's go, baby. We're really starting to turn on the engines, starting to wake up from our long hibernation. Let's go see New York. They're a good team. Eastern Conference, 4-3 win versus Boston. All right. Tampa, 5-4 win versus Tampa, 5-4 loss versus the Capitals. But 19-9-5. That is a great record. We're just losing a bit too many in OT. Here we go. New York, 21 wins. Oh boy. Oh boy, we got demolished in that game. Another loss, and I might make some changes around here. But this is the first time where We're starting to have less good regular season records, but we're still there in the playoffs. So as long as we make playoffs, I'm pretty confident in the team. But I might make some deadline acquisitions. 5-3 winners is Ottawa, another good team. That's a good game to win. San Jose and Florida. All these teams are good. There are a ton of good teams in the NHL right now. Ice time concerns. I'll persuade him. I'm sorry, Oscar Renfeld. You're my medium elite player, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I mean, I might make changes pretty soon, though. It's not working out as well as I had hoped, personally. 4-1 win versus San Jose, though, that's really good. Can we follow that up with a great win versus Florida, too, is the question. And now Renfeld is sorry for how he's playing out there. Just persuade him. And then disagree because he apparently just can't snap out of it. I'm sure you can, Oscar Renfeld. Go out there and get him, Bello. 2-1, 3-3, 4-3 win versus Florida in OT. That's a good OT win. Now we're facing Chicago, another great team. These are all good teams we're facing in the schedule. And all of a sudden, we're actually second in the division behind the Oilers. I told you we were doing well. 2-1 win, 4-1 win versus Blackhawks. All right, now the engines are really starting to come together. Carolina, Toronto is garbage. Buffalo, let's go see the Ducks. They're a strong team, plus they're in our division. Get some simming done before that. 6-3 win versus Toronto. 6-4 loss versus the Blues. Not bad. Not too bad. 3-1 win versus Carolina. Followed up with a nice victory versus Buffalo, I'd imagine. 5-3 win versus Buffalo. And now we're facing the Ducks. Here we go. Huge game versus the Ducks. Gotta get the victory. 2-1. 3-1. The Ducks are having our number this season. They've already beat us twice. So hopefully we won't face them in the playoffs because that's when things matter. Definitely want to face the Oilers here. They're an extremely good team. They're first in our division. If we can beat them, then we might be first in our division. So let's go see Edmonton. And let's hope that we can beat them. Oh boy. Their offense, man. Their offense is dynamite. 7-6 win for the Oilers. And the Flames overtake us. Okay, now we have some easy games. Other than the Coyotes. But we have 3 consecutive easy games, which we should win. Versus Montreal, Vancouver, and Philadelphia. These are 3 games we should win. We lose a first from Montreal, then win the next 7-2. That's what we like to see. How about Philadelphia? 3-0 shutout. There we go. Coyotes are really good this season for the first time in a very, very long time. In fact, I don't think they've been good this whole franchise mode, but they beat us 6-3. Wow. Now we're facing LA, who can potentially overtake us in the standings if they win versus us. So we gotta make sure that they don't win. We gotta make sure that we keep on winning. We keep on doing our ways. We're losing. We lost. 3-2 as we're getting up to the trade deadline, and there are trades I will make for sure. Now against Pittsburgh, another tough team. 26-18 and 8. First period, there we go. 8-0 shutout. That's exactly what we needed. A nice confidence boost. Dallas, Calgary, Colorado. What a tough schedule. Western Conference is stacked, baby. It is stacked with the amount of teams that are good. Oh, baby. Oh, let's go. 3-0 shutout versus Colorado. That's a massive shutout if I ever saw one. And the trades will start to go down. But we're facing Calgary. I believe they're really good. They're ahead of us in the division, but we are smoking them. Holy moly. 6-1 win versus Calgary, who's a really good team. That gives us confidence because Calgary is first in our division, and we just obliterated them as if it was nothing. All right, here we go. Dallas now. Dallas is another really good team. If we're going to beat Dallas, then it's going to have to be a team effort, baby. And we do. 4-1. The boys are cleaning it up right before the trade deadline. They're saying, don't make any major trades. That's a message I'm getting. Don't make any major trades. Make some trades. Ooh, Edgar Knights goes to Detroit. Now that's a cool reunion. That's a cool reunion. We're gonna be facing Detroit in this game. So facing Edgar Knights for maybe the first time in a long time. If he's in net, will be fascinating. Of course, Edgar Knights was our player back in the day, and yes, he is in net. 1-1. Wow. Goalies. Wow. The goalies stood on their head. But eventually Detroit won 2-1 in OT. Wow. Edgar Knights really making me feel bad for trading him. Islanders is the next tough game that I want to see. Winnipeg should be an easy dub. Oh my god. 4-2 loss versus Winnipeg and a 5-4 loss versus a Wild. Are you kidding me? Now we're facing the Islanders. First period, go down 1-0. And that is it. They shut us out 1-0. Their goalie stood on his head. Tampa. Okay, so the last game we want to see before the deadline is Washington. We're looking good, but there are trades I want to make. For sure. Boston, come on. 3-game losing streak versus back 2 of not the toughest schedule. There we go. We snap it versus the Lightning. And now we're going to sim versus the Capitals. First period 2-0. Okay, that gives me confidence. 4-1. The boys haven't totally lost their heads yet. Okay, good. Now we're approaching the trade deadline, which means we're going to be making some moves. All right, Clinton Griffith leading the team in points as usual. Bit of a down year. Probably because Dubois is getting old and he's not what he used to be. Capo, though, is doing amazing. Gibson, Bluane, Baumnick, Antropov, Hardychuk, Rensfeldt, Charpentier, Sharma, Bell, Baquette, Lissac, Hulsi, Pavlik, Reger, Lemaire. In nets, how are we doing? 905 save percentage for the both of them. Very similar stats. I would say we probably go with Dustin Romano. He has a poise. He's won the cup. He has it all. 86 poise, you know. He's just, I mean, regular season, he's okay. He's all right. 908 save percentage career-wise. But the playoffs is very shined for a couple of years, 929 and 919. As well as the AHL, he shined there. And even like I mean, not the best playoff runs last 2 years, but he's a much better goaltender in the playoffs than regular season. So I have confidence in him. We've had him for a while now. Also, I didn't check awards last season, so I'm gonna do that right now. We won the cup. Kings had President's Trophy. Individual, I know Griffith won the Art Ross and the Hart. Nice. Hughes won the Maurice Richard. Tackle wins his second Lady Byng in a row. De Silva with the Calder. Griffith with, of course, his second Conn Smythe in 3 years. Toms, aka the LA Kings goalie, wins both the Vezina and the William M. Jennings. Oberlin wins Bill Masterton for the second year in a row, and Columbus coach won Coach of the Year. Krause had the Selke. All right, so what's not going well, if anything? What does Oscar Renfeld do on the first line? It might be time to promote Oscar Renfeld to the first line because he maintains the +3. And I mean, no offense to Dubois, but it's about time that his role gets a bit reduced. Not that he's bad or anything. He's still putting up big numbers. 54 points is no small thing, but he's just, I mean, I can't go much further with Dubois as a first line guy over a guy like Oscar Renfeld, who is on the first line. Playoffs, on the other hand, is a different issue. But for the growth, Oscar Renfeld is probably the better idea than Dubois, because Dubois is going to be the guy who's going to be good in the playoffs. Assuming he doesn't drop, which he shouldn't. He's still 85 overall. He still has it. Baumnick doing well. Hardachuk doing great. Blouin is doing amazing. And I would be tempted, but Baumnick needs to grow. Joshua Sharma here. 30 points on the fourth line. Pretty good. Definitely like the D pairings as they are. I also like the goalies quite a bit. How are we doing in the AHL? Oh, we're doing amazing. Wow, 51-9-2. That is some record. Who is this Dow Cole guy? And 73 points. Wow, bottom 6. Oh, wow, our Philip Squine guy. Top 6, scoring like, oh, wow, look at that shooting category. Oh, baby, Squine is going to be some player. Loins, Houtanen also. This should give us good growth in the AHL. We've always wanted good growth. Wow. How is the team doing so well? I didn't even think the lines were that great. Jeez. Wow. That is unexpected, especially with garbage goaltenders. What? What is this EA logic? What? 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 How are we 51-9-2? I don't get that. Okay. Anyway, it's time to make some deals, and then I'm gonna wrap it up for this episode. This is gonna be a nice and short episode. Very nice and short episode tonight because I don't want to keep it waiting. I think, has data stream ended? Yes, it has. Okay, so really, you guys should pop into my stream now. But okay. I guess people are tired after data stream. No worries. Alright, time to make some deals. So, obviously, we're not trading any of these guys. That's out of the question. Might be time to trade a guy like Joshua Sharma, but I don't want to because I like him. Lautner. Ooh, wow, Lautner is growing well, eh? Huttinen, 78, Mayer, 79. Hulsey, Harrison, Jacobs. Harrison might be a guy we move. Aberley and Versteeg is definitely cutting it right there. Ekman Larson, don't know about that. A guy like Koivunen is someone we deal away. Definitely get rid of him. He's for the trade bait. He always was for the trade bait. So we like that. Then we get rid of Lying over here. And then we get rid of a guy like Duda, who is 49 at 19. No way he grows. Even a guy like Hoyle probably won't grow, but I want to give him like one more season. Just in case. Hoyle's right over here. And same with Rodriguez and Listen. Actually, no. They're all low top 4, low top 6. All of that. Good stuff. But I want to see Hoyles. Forwards, though, we have plenty of forwards, so we can get rid of the forwards. And let's see if this can get us a first round pick or something like that. To a good first round pick. Like Buffalo would be tempting. Canadians, but they only like one of the players. New Jersey would be really nice. Philadelphia. Ooh, Leafs. If they still have their first rounder. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, the Leafs. They like Rodriguez. So if you remove Listen, what do they say? What if I add a guy like, I don't know, what if I add some good goalie prospect that is growing a bit too fast? Like, let's say, actually, no, what if we throw in a guy like Ackerland, 60 at 20, doubt he grows. What would you say, Toronto? Still rejected? Okay. Toronto's basically a guaranteed top 5 pick. So if I can get it, then I will. So since we have so many goalies in the system, and I think we're going to be set with Stephenson and Romano for quite a while, a guy like DeVoe here, he's growing way too fast. What if we trade him and Ackerland? And now I just want to see if we can get more than a first round pick because I feel like I'm giving up quite a bit of value here. So what about a first and second and a third and a fourth? Rejected. Okay, remove the fourth. Okay, remove the third. Okay, remove the second and then add a fourth. Okay, straight up. Wow. Still rejected. Huh. Okay, I guess Toronto is not the location then. What about a team like Vancouver? Wouldn't be a bad idea. Jets, though, is tempting. First round pick. Trade accepted. Thank you very much, Winnipeg. We wish all the best to the prospects I sent over. That's a nice pick. And that's looking to be a lottery pick, which is really nice for us. Now, who's some other guys I would trade? Again, I'm not trading Dubois as much as, studies would say, oh, Dubois will go bad and all that. No, yeah, he's not what he used to be, but he's still worth it. At least in my opinion. We gotta make him retire with us because he's been with us for so long. We can't just get rid of him as if he were nothing because he's been the heart and soul for a long time. Now let's see what these Hoyles and Rodriguez and Listen, if they can give us like a second round pick, I'd be happy with that. Especially if I can throw in some other garbage. Like, say, low top 9 Ackerman. And then we have quite a bit of garbage here to clean up in the system. 7th D Clem. And you trade that all for a nice second round pick. Like, say, second round pick. Actually, we could get more than a second. What if we get a second from Toronto? That's basically like a first round pick. And Toronto wants all of them too, so that seems like a great deal. Especially if we can milk a third out of them and a fourth. What do you say? Rejected? Just a first and just a second and a third. Oh, rejected even with a second. Now that is not good. Winnipeg doesn't want any of them. It's gotta be a team that wants some of them and who's bad. So Buffalo is tempting. Ooh, New Jersey's like the perfect selection. Give us a second and a third. And I'd accept that. Rejected? How about just a second? Really? I mean, I don't get why a team doesn't want to make a deal all of a sudden. Even though I'm clearly giving a nice offer. It's pretty crazy if you ask me. See, look at this. I mean, there's gotta be some type of fairness. Come on. I'm giving them good, quote unquote, prospects. So why doesn't it work? You would think that it would work because that's how it's supposed to be. But nope. Top sixes, we don't want to move on from the top sixes. 65-19, 65-19, 63-19. I mean, all these guys are good. They are decent little prospects. Like, you should want them. I don't know why you don't want them, but you should want them. Look at this. Just give me a second. I don't even care whether it's... give me a second. Come on, New Jersey. Come on. Okay, maybe someone less stingy. Philadelphia. Just give us a second round pick. Nothing much. Rejected. Pittsburgh, give us a first, nothing much. Rejected, give us a second. Okay, finally, Pittsburgh is the one to get it done. They accept a second for all those prospects. Not that they will turn out or anything, but hey, good for Pittsburgh. All right, any goalie prospects you want to trade? Not really. Other than this medium starter guy, as well as the fringe starters, they're just busts basically. Like they're just busts, and they're there for the free value, because the rest of them are, well, they're good. They're pretty good prospects. Does any team want more than just Niemi? I know some people want Niemi, but does anyone want Weber or Shirokov? I'm guessing probably not. Yep. Okay. Let's see what we can get for them. Second round pick. How about that? Rejected. Don't really want to give Ducks another goalie. We've given them plenty of goalies. How about a Bruins second rounder? Nope. We're just looking for a nice, easy second rounder. Whoever wants to accept it, you get free cupcakes for the rest of your life on us. Just accept the deal. Come on. It's not that hard. Rejected. Just everyone rejects it. Okay, Oilers. Yeah, no way they give it first, but second, that should be doable. Yep, tried accepted. Thank you very much, Oilers. Good luck. Alright, so that's all the trades we needed to make. And that's also the end of this episode, right? As soon as I view the contracts and all that. So, Blue Wayne, what do you want? Oh boy, that is a tall demand. That is one tall demand, and I don't think I'll be doing that. What about you, Dubois? 1 year, 6.4 mil. Honestly, not the worst contract. I might look at that later. What about Coolis and Peterson? Actually, they don't matter, really. They don't matter. Lashoff, he'll be signed, definitely. He'll be signed, because he's a great prospect. Other than that, these are all AHLers. So, honestly, we could do the Blaine deal, but I just... Ooh, actually, 5 years... He does want that. So if I go... Let's say I go... Not 8 years, not 1 year. 2, 3, 4, 5 years seems to be the sweet spot. Actually, no. 4 years seems to be the sweet spot. 9 mil, but then the 75% rule makes it more like 8 mil. Which is, well, It's not reasonable per se, but we have the cap space to do it. 0.85. Either that or we do a 1-year deal for him too. 7.65 mil is what that would entail. But then we wouldn't have space for Dubois. So the best thing is a 2-year contract. He wants 8.7 mil. 85% of that is 7.4 million, which, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not the worst contract ever. And we definitely can afford it. I don't know. It'd be worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Definitely, I would say. Looking at progress reports too tells you a lot, honestly. You see Antropov's statistical growth, he's up to 94. Dubois, statistical and morale, but huge natural decline. Ransfeld, huge natural growth. Griffith has some massive statistical growth. Kakko has statistical, but some natural growth. He's also getting up there in age now. He's 34. 40 Chuck, statistical growth. Romano, statistical minuses. Bluing, statistical growth. Just basically statistical growth at this point because the team is pretty old. I'm not gonna lie. It's an old team. It's not the youngest team we've ever seen. Definitely one of the older teams in the NHL by now. But it's a good team. And I like what they have. There's special bonding that most other teams don't have. We've made all the deals. I just want to sort out the 2 big contracts that are expiring this year. Oh boy, that's a big trade. And trade deadline, yada, 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 whatever. We don't care about the trade deadline. We have no moves to make anyway. Oh, wow. Okay, Yavis Boulogne actually renews with that contract. That's pretty sick. 7.4 mil for 2 years, I believe. That is not bad at all, in my opinion. Because what that does is 7.4 mil for 2 years. That locks him up for 3 years. Till then, Capo is a UFA that year. By that time, he's going to want barely any money, right? Because he's going to be pretty bad. Same with a guy like Gibson. Even Marcus Antropov's contract will be starting to be better. Griffith obviously wants a ton of money in 38, I would imagine. But a guy like Blouin, a guy like Kakko, with Kakko and Dubois coming off our books soon, we should be able to afford it, honestly. Okay, so what does Dubois want again? 5.5 mil. He definitely wants to resign. So we can lowball him a bit. Try and get him for... Let's do 5 mil Dubois. Let's say what he has to say to that. He's a captain of the team. I would love it if he signs for that price. Oh boy, he rejects. He rejects for 5 mil. And if that means now he doesn't want to resign, then he does not want to resign anymore. So that means now all of a sudden we're gonna have to pay him more. What if we just give him the maximum amount that we can? Actually, no, I think his price will probably drop because, well, I mean, no way it goes up, right? Oh boy, though, we have some big contracts on this team. Charpentier being one of them, Kako, another Blue Wing, pretty big contract for him too. And then we have some really good contracts like Chuck, locked up for another so many years. Sharma is a bad contract, come to think of it. He's probably the worst contract on the team, I would say. Because he is a fourth liner being paid that much. Yeah, that is probably the worst contract. The rest are manageable because we have good contracts as well, but that is a really bad contract. What if I gave you 1 year 5.58 million, basically as much as I can give you at the moment? What would you say then, Dubois? Still rejects? Okay. So that means we're gonna have to offer him in the off season. We've already qualified for a playoff spot in the AHL, which I think is crazy because, well, I mean, look at the stats. 52 wins already. Wow. That's insanity right there. And the trade deadline has passed. We've done all the business that we could. I think it's time to wrap up this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.